Hello. In this clip, I will tell you something about job interviews, why they are so important for companies to get the best employees. First, I will tell you something about how the job interviews were done back in the days, then about how they are done now, and at last, I will tell you how they are going to change in the future when it comes to ethical issues. Job interviews already exist for a long time, but a lot changed with the birth of the new technology. It allowed the interview to break out of the traditional face to face model. So, the internet was born in 1969, the World Wide Web. The internet we know today was created. The candidate assessments began to move from an in person interview strategy to an online screening tool. Social professional network, LinkedIn was launched, creating a place for job seekers and employers to connect. In 2005, YouTube was born. YouTube made it possible for people to create and upload videos. Another big breakthrough was in 2006 when social media sites grew in popularity with the launch of Facebook, followed by Twitter. Now it is easier to get to know more about the company where you want to work, but also as an employer. Before meeting the participants, they already look up the participants online. 62% of the employers check their candidates. This also means that you need to be aware of what information about you is online. It is not only that because of the rise of the internet, the job interviews have changed, but also because it is becoming more important to focus on what is ethical or not. Companies are already changing with what information the interviewer gets before seeing the candidate. In some cases, the candidates get only selected on their resume and cover letter. They do not show the name, age, gender, and nationality anymore because people unconsciously judge a person when knowing this information. It is not only that because of the rise of the internet, the job interviews have changed, but also it is becoming more important whether it is ethical or not. Companies are already changing the way they are doing the interview. In some cases, the candidate get only selected on their resume and cover letter. They do not show their name, age, gender, or nationality anymore because people unconsciously judge a person when knowing this information. For companies, it's also very important to pay attention to the questions if they are ethical or not. For example, if it is a woman, if you can ask if she's planning to get pregnant, if you can ask about someone's religion, or if you can ask if someone did have any health issues in the past. These are interesting and important topics to discuss as a company if you find these important issues when selecting someone. We now see that there are different forms of interviews when we compare it with the traditional form. As mentioned before, they want to focus more on the skills of the candidates. An example that shows this is a company that did their job interviews in a dark room. This way, they did not see the candidates at all, so they only could judge about the conversation itself. Other examples of change in environment is that the interviewer and candidate meet in restaurants instead of the office or do it via Skype. This makes it all more personal. I would like to thank you for watching this clip about job interviews, how they were in the past, how they are now, and how they are going to change.